Wow.
Production, you're cooking again.
Like the intros, the production, the even like the intro of the stream, the intro of the games. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Like that's badass. Production value is insane. Holy.
10 out of 10 recommend. Now,
And
do we get an invade here, Frolix?
I don't see one. I feel like everybody is going in the direction of their lane, or at least to cover it. The red side, they are not like they're just letting the Gnar globe covering the top side, but it should be fine. Okay, so he's going to make sure that Sinnoh doesn't get over the Raptors. No invade for the start. And if I'm looking at the runes.
Yeah, so it is new meta we're seeing as well. PTA. It beats Dark Harvest like I had one in a solo queue game. But I just think Lethal Tempo and Sevilla is just so much better, no?
I would have liked Lethal Tempo here too. They have a lot of frontline opponents team, and we see here in the Ace of Spades forcing around the Raptors to have the infos where the Gragas is going to start. First strike proc, that's a little bit of money. 11 gold advantage for Ace of Spades, already in the lead.
Well, that's it. I mean, they got to take everything they can get. I mean, if you remember this, they've changed out the jungler from last time. So Daisy might be able to land a smite this time. Last time they had Scrabby in the jungle. This time they've got JP. So it is a slightly different team even then that versed us. They don't have the jungler faced off against us because Cross has moved back into the starting lineup. But we're just going to see some even lanes to start. Although Nas building this Cho'Gath nice and early. We're not seeing it on camera. But Cho'Gath's struggling to get an ECS as we start.
Yeah, the Ignite's just pushing, so he should get a few. Yeah, the wave is pushing. There are a lot of CS there. He will be probably slightly behind in early game against a range champion, but he should be fine. Bot lane is pretty even, and mid lane, the Yasuo already tried to start to play some aggressive, a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, I was going to say, you say that, you know, a ranged champion should be behind, but we're seeing this Yasuo take a nice early lead into the Syndra. I mean, I always, especially mid lane, I always love the idea that, you know, logically, ranged champions, in theory, should have the advantage, but mages like the Syndra, like the champions I play, it's just sometimes, if you got mid laner who plays aggressive, is not scared to go forward, there's just not much you can do. I mean, because they're just going to jump right on top of you, even if you're trying to play from range. Especially
if you have like that kind of mobility. Like Shogun doesn't have as many dashes as Yasuo for now. We wait for the rework maybe one day. But for now, Shogun has less mobility than Yasuo, and we see a jump in. This is just going to be some damage, but some good damage on the Shogun and mid lane. They are always trading all the time. I'm expecting the first blood to be mid lane. I will.
100%. Yasuo is one of these champions that I absolutely hate with every vein in my body. The fact, you know, he can dash away, he's got the wind wall, and we're already seeing, you know, Glurb nearly taking a tower plate. We're not even 4 minutes in as we see Daisy here looking for the full clear gank here, but decides against it, although you possibly could have. He is going to be spotted on vision by the side of Spiky Balls. And remember as well, Spiky Balls are a mashup team. You know, traditionally in this tournament, as we see Glurb taking a tower shot, mashup teams don't do well, and Pantene is looking for something here. The stun comes up from the Syndra. Pantene jumps on with the E, and Syndra will pick up the first blood. Bingo door kills Cross for the first time, that is exactly, if you're a fan of Ace of Spades, what you want to be seeing.
First blood in the mid lane. We said it. We didn't know who was going to kill who because both players were playing aggressive. But it's a good game of day 0 that will come and take the first blood and give it to his mid laner. That's already very good for the Syndra. She will be able to like be way more chill for the first few levels until she is scaled enough that she can just shove waves in and not be too much in the danger zone. She TPs back mid. She has already her lost chapter, so the Syndra in a very good position for now. Yasuo will have to be careful, like, because Hate will Yeah, he's trying to dash into the turret. He gonna get cancelled. His passive shield is there to protect from a lot of damage, but yeah, he doesn't have a lot of item and no potion, so he will have to be careful in mid lane.
Yeah, definitely. So, but I mean, say Yasuo though, he should be able to dash away as long as he's got the minions. And Beamy the Penta is looking in the area as well on his Raptors. He's probably going to move up to his Krugs. He might look for something top, but this Gnar is just so dominant right now. You know, Tide is struggling to get anything going, and it's such a hard feeling to play into when, like, he just has so much control. He knows exactly where he wants to put himself to pull the aggro for the minions to stop Tide from being able to play the game.
Yeah, and even he does it even with the new skin. Nice. I didn't saw it, so I'm happy I can see it now in game. Yeah, but yeah, there's we see like Globe already having a big lead in top lane. It will be like 15 CS with the wave that Tide is getting back, but already has a few plates too. And the already in mid
As we
lane.
see the first Yasuo will get stunned back under the turret, but unfortunately does manage to dash away using the minions. It wasn't out though, so Syndra, talking about for out, there is a very late wind wall there from Cross Hate. And you gotta think, this is maybe an area that DayZero should be paying more attention to try and get this Syndra ahead, because that is a lane that is winning. Meanwhile, he'll be the one getting caught out as the Dragon comes to help Beamy the Penta. And we are going to see Syndra maybe think about coming down, but it will be Nautilus the first one to get there. It sent us some great movement there to come and help his jungler there. But yeah, I would like to see DayZero use more advantage because he's got that. But instead, he's going to look for bot lane here. Look to punish this Sivir. They know the Nautilus was just there. And the Sivir is all alone. And here we go.
Ooh.
Can Numesa escape? She has to flash away. The Nautilus who will pick up the Pantheon though. As we're all fighting now. We do see Syndra coming to join the party. And it will be Center that will fall. A nice 2-0 lead now for the Aces. Meanwhile, Glurb in the top lane. Yeah, that's not fun. That's just not cricket. Yeah, that's not fun. How do you think Tide gets back into this? This top lane anyway, because you know he's been absolutely neglected by his jungle.
Oh, he's going to play weak side. He's going to stay alone all the time, and we see the all lane of Globe not going to get the kill. But oh, he's going back in for the grass.
Walking back up, wait. I mean, he's going to get out. I think he's waiting to try. But... Yeah, he's waiting to get a minion here. There we go. Is he? Yeah, no, he's not eating it yet. I think he thinks he can get a kill.
If he hits an auto attack, he would get the kill because he can auto attack 3 times in ult. But
yeah, a beautiful hook from the Thresh onto the Nautilus. Not much going. The Glove has joined the party as well. Gonna get the wee potions there, and the honey fruit. The centers anchoring away at the vision. Won't quite clear it, but that should just be Grubs with the 4 men of the spiky balls, not allowing them any way to get into this pit.
Yeah, like the trio of Globe and Cross Hate should give them 3 grubs, and they are very good on the Gnar because Gnar loves to split push, and he's not one of the champions that has the highest turret damage if you compare it to like, I don't know, a Camille, a Trundle, a Tryndamere, those kind of other split pushers. But now with the Void Grubs he will still do a decent amount of damage, and we see the response of Ace or Spades on the Drake, and we're going to see this play again in the bot lane. I think the flash of Sivir is very good. Really far.
Yeah, no, she does exactly what she needs to do. She gets to her position to allow the Nautilus to come back in and help her. And yeah, okay, the Nautilus falls, but he's done his job. He's got his ADC out. One thing though, I just don't get why Spiky Ball just gave up that dragon. You know you had Prio at Grubs. Yes, they're going to have Prio on it, but they know, you know, BME's got a nice lead against DayZero. At that time, ooh, I would have just moved down as an army straight down there and looked to fight them, because they would have taken a lot of damage from that Hextech Drake. But instead, the Aces will get it uncontested as Yasuo goes in with another ult onto the Sivir. Now Sivir's got to be careful here, because as much as she's going to be able to do enough damage to scare him away, Yasuo's going to look to come back in, and they're going to fight for it. And Yasuo is going to get the kill. He's going to say, nah, I don't need a 0-10 power spike. I'm going to go 1-1 here. Gets the revenge kill on the Syndra. And the first kill of the game for Spiky Balls Gaming.
That is very good. That is Yasuo finds the 1v1 kill on the Syndra, puts him just slightly behind in goal, but like just in general, it will be a very good position for him. At the start, we see he engage with the EQ and the ult. Syndra hits her stuff, but Yasuo, just with those 3 minions, can stack his Qs and always dash in, dash out, dash in, dash out.
I hate that champion.
Ult was not enough to kill, and yeah, he survived. He got that kill in top lane. We saw the Gragas try to gank top before, and I'll be honest that the dodge of the Shogat, from the Shogat of the Gragas ult, I really like that. That was a nice sidestep to dodge Gragas ult, but yeah, we still see top lane group having domination, 1k gold nearly ahead, yet now he will be with the plate. In mid lane, it's pretty much even, but we saw the Yasuo putting way more pressure. So yeah, both solo lanes are like right now more in the favor of Spiky Balls. We're going to see how the bot lane goes. For now, it's just more farming and the Jinx slightly ahead. Ooh, Glob had to flash out the gank of Pantheon, but the Gragas is behind.
Yeah, we are going to see Gragas coming in onto the Pantheon. It's a bit of damage, but Pantheon is going to answer back. The Yasuo is here, but so is Syndra and Shogath. Spiky Ball has to be careful. Glurb is not here, and JP is going to run it down and get killed. The Jinx out will come in and will hit the Gnar, but it's not much there. The knockup comes from the Yasuo, but he is just going to die. Meanwhile, Glurb on the back end will pick up the kill on the Syndra, and he's looking for a double kill here. Glurb saying, no, this is, you're my ref, pal. And we do see D0 have to slink running away from the rabid Gnar, the Yordle with a mind of his own, that is absolutely running top lane right now, and decides to unleash pain on the mid laner of the Aces.
This Gnar is fed. He's going to be an issue on the side lane and in teamfights too. Even if there are things that could CC him in teamfights, he's still going to be very, very strong. And we see, I was waiting for the Gragas Yasuo combo with the ult, but I think in the end the Gragas didn't expect it, the damage, so
I don't think Yasuo had ult up. I don't think Yasuo had ult up, that was the challenge.
Okay, so but Gragas
died
before
he
he could use his ult, and like if that, I think there was a window for a combo, but it was hard. So in the end, it's a 2-for-2, I think. Oh wait, I didn't saw the rocket.
Yeah, he was the Jinx. So I mean, it was looking.
Okay, yeah.
It was just too early.
Damage.
Like you need to wait till. To get more, but yeah, I think we call that a jungle drift there. You know, BME the Penta was doing what he could, and he just bought enough time for Glurb to come into the fight.
It was a 2v2 for in the end, but yeah, like this Gnar starts to be a real issue now, and I mean even more than before. So it will be interesting to see how much pressure he can put.
Yeah, one thing also in the bot side is this Severe is down to CS on this Jinx, and these 1v1s, but we are going to see them just fight away, and they are just going to push each other away. Meanwhile, Glurb still continues to put pressure onto this Shogath. They've got to be careful here. Glurb is coming in though. They are going to look for the Nautilus hook. The ult will come in, looking for the Jinx. It doesn't really matter because this is going to die. We are going to see the Grand Starfall coming in from the Pantheon, but it looks like it's not going to be the Pantheon that's going to pick up a kill here. Although it's looking on this, the Nautilus. The Nautilus does flash away. We are going to see Glurb do a lot of damage, and the Severe will pick up the kill onto the Pantheon. However, she will be claimed back by the Jinx, but JP is looking to wreak havoc. But Syndra is here, double kill for the Zonite, and Yasuo's going to look to try and clean something up here. Looking for the Jinx. Another T1 skin by the looks of it. But Yasuo's going to have to win wall that, but Syndra had access back line. He's looking for the dash, decides better of it, and is just going to walk away. That got a bit spicy there.
He didn't have the range. Very well played by Hatchix and Bingo Daughter. But the Yasuo right was scared that he was gonna get a double, but in the end he has to walk back because they both played very well with their range. Like Yasuo, if he doesn't have minions on ally to start the fight, he cannot go in. And now we see the start. I like the idea to try like to hold the Jinx and then really just first kill the Thresh because he's there, he's in range, and there we
Oh
see.
yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of you can only kill what you can hit. Don't worry about an ideal world. In an ideal world, Jinx is the first target because of these resets, right?
Yeah,
But in the real world, you're not going to get access to Jinx. If the Jinx is playing well, you'll never get access to it until you get rid of the Thresh. And we are going to see in this picture Spiky Balls just taking the dragon to see that.
that one was close.
Not even allowing DayZ a chance to miss a smite.
Yeah.
But they are going to
we
fight
go back to
after
the
it.
fight.
We are going to see Pantheon jump right in on the back line looking for the Severe, but he can't get to him. And it's now DayZ looking to struggle, trying to go in. And he will fall to the Severe. However, we are going to see Nautilus and the Gragas fall in return. Syndra will pick a kill onto the Yasuo. And now Nart is jumping on their heads. Will pick up the Jinx. Severe finally decides to join the fight. Will get blown away though by this Syndra and Spiky Balls. I mean, they're just... even this Nart can't do too much.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a double kill for Bingo Dorth there. And near enough a clean ace for the side of the Aces, who now lead 12-7 and have that 1k gold lead.
And
This
the
game's
Shogat
back and
stayed
forth.
top. Like this is very good for the Shogat because he stayed top. Gna is going to lose a wave, he can push a little bit of the turret. This was a very good fight of the side of Ace of Spades. They really used just their range advantage and their CC. And yeah, I think if a Spiky Ball try, like they have really to coordinate everything. If they do everything together, ooh, the hook mid lane, maybe overside a little bit. Yeah, this is, oh, that's the Gragas.
Yeah, we have this Syndra burn. She's the wrong side of the turret, and BME the Penta just says, cheers. We're not quite up to it yet, but he's just enjoying himself there.
Yeah. But yeah, we see now that Globe and Bingo Dorte have 2 items, so like every one of the team has this one carry that is very ahead. And we see the Spiky Balls going on the Herald. Ace of Spades not in position to contest, and I don't think they will. They might check it, but should be a free objective. And it's the Feats of Fate.
Yeah, Feats of Strength will go. And this is something that we found out when we faced them. The macro from Spiky Balls just seemed to be on point. You know, they were always in position, so the other team just don't get an angle in. I tried to coordinate our team to be like, we're going to do this, going to do that, we're going to look for this. But even then, we were 5 steps behind the Spiky Balls team, who have that idea of macro down. And we're seeing that. They've got the dragon, they've got the feats of strength. And that Syndra is just going to die, but they are going to get one back from the Grand Starfall Pantheon. A 1-for-1 in the end. I don't know how worth that is. It's not bad for the side of Aces.
It's okay, I think. Like, if you just look at the gold, it's probably more advantage for the side of Ace of Spades because the Wraith is crashing bot. But it's Pantheon ult out, and that's always a good thing. Gna flash for this, so we will not have it for later. But we see that Gna went already had before with Send, so he built a lot of magic resistance very early. Then he's got against Shogat and Syndra. But if in team fights, you will have to be careful of the Jinx. When Jinx has 2 items, she will start to really hurt this Gna. So if he doesn't buy armor, he'll have to be a little bit careful of this. But on the other side, he's probably staying on the sidelines, so never facing the ADs. Ooh.
To be fair, I'm a massive believer in the best kind of offense. So the best kind of defense is a great offense. Especially when you play a champion like Gnar, and yet he just never gets his Mega Gnar. And I think that was the difference there. Had he got Mega Gnar, he would have done it. But we're all going to see Shelly be summoned already. They're not going to jump in and take up driving lessons. Okay. And they're just going to destroy that first turret. Again, I'm a big believer. You always just drive into Shelly, regardless of the situation. Because worst case now, you get bumped out, and then you can just jump away. As long as you got your team there. As we see Shelly get a bit lost here. I don't know where Shelly was going there. They obviously did drive it. but I think we need to take the driving license off them.
Yeah. Look like
Let's see if they can fix it for the next couple of games. Got a K gold lead for the side of Aces right now. Atakan has spawned up in the top side of the rift. Cho'Gath and Yasuo are just chilling up there right now. Two laners that had a rough lane. Both of them with disadvantages. But let's see. Let's see how they decide to play this.
Yeah, we see that both people that are top have TP, so we'll see. We already see the Yasuo start to move, so we might have keep it his TP. Cho'Gath will probably have 2 TP to join his team, and we are maybe going to see a 5v5.
The fact Cho'Gath doesn't have any vision is going to make this so hard for Aces, as they will have to burn the TP. Now the dragon will reset, but the vision is all the side of Spiky Balls right now. We are going to see the TP finally come through from the Cho'Gath, but the dragon is already down to 7,700 health as we see them join in. Now Pantheon does have his ult back up, the Grand Starfall. Let's see, he uses this. Can Day0 get a smite here? That is what we're ready for. We are going to see Nautilus take a lot of damage, but the Syndra is absolutely destroyed by the Gnaw. And the Gragas out will send the Jinx away, and now Cho'Gath on being tackled. But the Gragas, JP's Gragas is going to fall thanks to Jinx and Cho'Gath. And we are going to see the Nautilus fall as well. I think that, wait, what? Did we just see that? I think, Lord and behold, Day0 knows what a smite button is and uses it to help kill the support. And the only way they can achieve a dragon without the risk of being smited away is to do exactly what they just did and get a near enough clean ace onto the side of Spiky Ball, and that will be a second dragon for the Aces.
I'm surprised they won that. At the start they got the Syndra so early. Globe got to ult the Syndra because its moving opponent counts as a knock-up, and Yasuo ulted her too, and she died like no. She's getting jumped on and she's just dying immediately. So Syndra couldn't play that team fight, and so I expected them to just win because she had the biggest goal lead. But we see the Pantheon Day0 doing a good job on joining 2 other members, and the Jinx with her little tempo that Syndra doesn't have, popping him off in the team fight, getting a few resets, and yeah, it's Ace of Spades. Just take the team fights, even if the engage killed the biggest carry since the start, and now the Jinx will be a big issue for later in the game. We see the last 1v1, the barrier came in to save her, maybe not even needed, but she dodged the Q, so well played by Ace of Spades, well played by Matsing.
I just don't know what Globe was doing, hitting the ward when his rest of the team was fighting. Like, that little bit of vision isn't going to change the match. And that could have been the difference. But either way, as a dragon for the side of Aces, who have now ballooned to a 3.5k gold lead here against the side of Spiky Balls. And yeah, both sides just seem like they're not scared to fight, and that's what we want to see. We want to see blood, as we see Center and the Severe walk into the mid lane. Now they are going to get hooked by the Thresh. The hook gets hooked, and Severe's now going to turn it now. Jinx is in the air as well. We obviously flashes coming out as the Grand Starfall come right on the head of Severe. Well, go through the wall. Doesn't really matter. We obviously Day0 looking lost here, coming out of the retirement home, and they don't even need him. A double kill for the Jinx here.
Yeah.
Well, this is falling apart for Spiky Balls.
This Jinx is online. She is very, very strong. The Syndra is undivable. She has Sonya. I don't think she can be doved at even in 1v1. She's even TPing. Okay, she's TPing, so this means Gna can get the bot here too, but that's an attack for the side of Ace of Spades, very likely. They even have the Feast of Cho'Gath, and they might even get a bonus kill, maybe a second one with it, and yeah. Jinx is so fed.
So fed. 10-1 now on this Zonite. She is a literal. We talk about, you know, Gragas having kegs. This Jinx is a powder keg, and she is looking ready to blow them all out of the ref here. And you would think this should just be game 1, right? 5.4k, you know, 3 dragons in, 2 dragons in, an Atakan. Yeah. Everything's going the way of the Aces right now.
It's going to be very hard to come back, but it's possible. They have a lot of CC and some range, but we see the engage at the start. They just, like, Jinx just do so much more damage than Severe. Like, it's just so hard to play for them, so the Severe didn't reach power spikes yet, so... And yet they get the attack hand and they even get 2 kills. We see a nice hook that is cancelling the E out of the Gragas. Another kill for Jinx, and yeah, the Yasuo stunned. Good damage by the Syndra. He's going to fall too in the end. Use the wind will try to top under the turret, but yeah, it's too late.
Really well played from the side of the Aces here, but Syndra's caught out here by the Gnar. Gets ulted against the wall, and even with the level advantage, that Wit's End is doing so much to protect this Gnar. And Syndra will get away for now. At minute 15 from this dragon, Spiky Balls have to try and do something on that.
Yeah, if they like, it's not the soul yet, so in theory they could try to say, we are going to leave it and just get some gold around the map, waves, turrets, to try to scale more and be ready for the next, for the final Drake. But it's always risky, of course, to just give soul point for free to the opponent. So I'm going to see how they're going to manage this, how they're going to do this. For now,
yeah, I think if it was any other jungler they were going into, I would completely agree. But yeah, these doesn't know what a smite is, so I would be fighting every objective you can. And we are going to see him fighting against this Gnar. The Syndra is going to use the colour of the meat too. Just that's right. But yeah, basically stunned on the hell up, and we've a double knock up here from the Nautilus out. But it is going to be the Gnar who will fall. DayZero will pick up a kill onto center. And yeah, this I think Jinx just wants to. She's just going to press R, and the whole thing snaps. She's going to blow up. She's that bloody fed.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to have a 4v4 top lane when the Drake spawns, but yeah, they tried, like, as a Spade tried to get a catch. Then
welcome to the Weenie Hut Juniors bracket. What logic does not exist. But DayZero will eventually use us. Wait, I didn't even have smite. He's going to take the Baron, but we see here, you know, the fight starts off so good, and then yeah, he just indecisiveness, and his teammates can't. They come in, but just like in the T1 BLG final, the blue side are here.
Yeah. And we saw Ace of Spades get the third Drake too, at the same like right now. So they are on soul point. Jinx has nearly 4 items. The Syndra has 3.5 items too. The Shoguns, even if he was banned in lane, has 220 farm, has more farm than the Gnar, and starts to be very tanky. So
yeah, I'm just glad to see Centers running it down. Obviously, his date has had a great effect. And he's not a chance to play much League. That's a good thing for him, bad thing for Spiky Balls. As he's down 1.3k here on Nebby's Fresh, who's having a fantastic game here, helping his Jinx get fed.
Yeah, and hitting a lot of hooks. Yeah, if Ace of Spades doesn't make big mistakes, this game is over. Like, even last fight, the 4v4 top lane, we saw the Yasuo trying to TP. He's very important for the couple of Spiky Balls, but he got cancelled. Tide cancelled the Yasuo the last fight, like his TP, so even the Tide is doing some important things. Even if it's not flashy, he is there. He only has 1 death and has 3 items. He's very tanky. He's really dangerous.
But that's what he has to do. He is a literal meat shield right now. Although this Yasuo is going to run away from the meat shield, even with the Bork. I don't think Yasuo kills him anytime soon. Or at least not before he gets eaten by the Strogath. Level 17 now. And these ults, 10 stacks, are going to hurt. And yeah, I mean...
yeah. This is
Yasuo's one supposed to be doing the knock-ups, not getting knocked up. Yeah.
Look,
question is, if you're the side of Spiky Balls, what do you change for the rest of the series?
Oh, at the moment we saw that in the top lane. I mean, if they kill or not, it doesn't matter. In the end, they are doing a big hole in mid lane. What would I change? I would probably
not take press the attacks on severe. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah.
I mean, that's not the only thing, but like I said, they They have short range. I think it's more like how they team fighted mostly. If they're more coordinated, I think
The game's over.
just
The
ending the game.
game's over. The game is just over. They say we'll take a Baron and we're just gonna end the game.
Just push me.
Congrats to the side of Aces who will pick up our game number 1. And yeah, it was over before we knew it. We're sitting here talking about what can they do. They just end.
There were no.
Is it right? We're done.
They just killed the support, but like they killed nobody else. They just destroyed the turrets, and yeah, Spiky Balls could do
That's the
nothing.
power jinx, though. That's the power
Yeah.
jinx.